All right, now that you got all the materials to start building, and you have your raised bed assembled, and you got all the soil bags, all thing ready and leveled, you're ready to start filling. But there's some things to keep in mind. First thing, your soil mix. All right, maybe I should mention this first about what actually you should be buying. But there's three key factors. You can go a wide range. Okay, I went the cheapest route, but there's three main factors you gotta consider when building a raised bed. First thing, drainage. Okay, raised bed, it needs to drain out like a pot. You know, it doesn't have like a drainage holes on the bottom like a pot does. So instead, you gotta make sure your soil level is not too clumpy. Mine, it's not. It's more like almost sand almost in a way. No, this is what we call loam actually, where it actually forms a nice decent ball, but still can crumble easily. So water flows through nicely in this mix I have. That's the first thing, drainage. Second thing, okay, after drainage is moisture retention. Yeah, well, you do want it to drain well. You don't want it to not drain too quickly, you know, because you actually need the water. The plants need the water, so you're gonna need something to hold it for a while. All right, there's a lot of different types of stuff in the soil you can add to make it hold water better. An easy solution for that, clay. And soil does that well. Okay, so I recommend using clay. Okay, a soil mix that has clay in it. All right, you can't just buy clay nowadays. Well, I mean, you could, but like, you know what I mean. Clay mix of soil. Third thing, lastly, after drainage, oh, nutrients. Sorry, of course, nutrients. Make sure your soil actually has some nutrients in it too. Now, yeah, you might be wondering, that sounds like a lot, you know, might be expensive, but I'm showing you guys how you get away with it with just two different soil bags. All right, I went the cheap route with my soil mix here, but all I did was 50% topsoil, which adds in moisture retention because it has a lot of clay in it. And what was the other thing? Not drainage. Oh yeah, no, moisture retention in this, but also, I gotta get off camera for this. Compost from the same brand. This adds more nutrients and helps with drainage here because the topsoil can actually get pretty dense because it's mostly clay, and clay, yeah, by itself can actually get pretty compacted and hold water for too long. So you want something to break it up. Compost can do that, fun fact. And it has nutrients. You can see most compost bags, stuff like this, have an NPK ratio. So just read that and see how much. That's what I'm important. It's the numbers right down here, okay? But yeah, 50% topsoil, 50% compost. That's all you need, honestly. I've heard. Lesson learned from last year. I did not trust that, and actually went and tried to mix mulch in my bed to add better drainage. Don't do that, okay? I'm reaping the what is it called, burden of that now, because now it's super deficient in nitrogen. Turns out the mulch that I use, yeah, mulch in general can hog up the nitrogen inside. I didn't believe that at first, but yeah, it does that. So do not mix mulch. Trust me. Just go for 50% topsoil and 50% compost. That's good enough. That's all you need. Okay. But also don't worry if there's any bugs. Well, depending on what bugs. Because you got the weed barrier, so you should be prevented from many digging pests. But I mean, like you see ants, depending on them, they actually are pretty beneficial. Okay. Depending on the species, though, majority of them are good. Especially if you have a metal one, you want to worry about the cutter ants. I forgot what they're called. Oh, I forgot what they're called. The ones that actually go through and eat metal, not metal, wood. How did I forget the name? Those not timber wood. I don't know what they're called. Sorry. Too bad I forgot the name. But yeah, if you have a metal bed, you don't really have nothing to worry about with ants. They're actually beneficial. They can hunt down the other pests. So when I compost bag had ants in it, I was like, sure, why not? Y'all go settle there and help, of course, maintain the pest control in there. As long as you do that, then we're all cool and chill. This is a mix, okay? You don't layer it, so you're gonna have to mix it. If you layer it, I tried doing that in my pot once with tomato, and it's like partly compact, partly loose, which is the compost part. You're gonna want to mix it, okay? Trust me, mix it. And it is gonna take some arm workout, trust me, man. But I recommend spacing this between a couple days, depending on how big the bed is. But still, you do not want to do it all at once. Last year again taught me that the soreness that came after was not worth it.